Well, there was a dog walking by, and then there was a Russian guy. He's Russian, right? So a lot of times the Russian people are talking to him in Russian.
Sure.
So this guy said he used to, actually he still breeds borzois in Russia. And I said, hey, they used to be used for wolf hunting, right?
Right.
And then he says, no, I still hunt with my borzois wolves in Russia. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I have two groups of borzois. I have the inside borzois that are just like the pet dogs, and I have the outside borzois that are like the wolf hunters. I said, okay, how do you distinguish between these two groups of dogs? Is it like selective breeding that you're breeding one more aggressively? He's like, no, in puppyhood you just kind of figure out which way they go, and they seem to go one way or the other.
Yeah.
And some of them are just very aggressive, and some of them are really sweet, and they're just different types of dogs.
Like, how many borzois would you need to take down a wolf? I presume it's not one-on-one.
2.
That's it.
That's it?
What?
Really?
2. Or one big male. There are videos on YouTube where you'll see one big male take down a wolf.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
He's like a normal sized male, and about a little bit slightly bigger than average, but normal size. There's big
So
males.
he's got a strong bite then.
Second strongest bite in the world of dogs is what they say.
Probably the highest is probably the Rottweiler.
I think Rottweiler is 1 and this is 2. Because his snout was so long, he gets a lot of leverage.
Yeah.
So I've had him like set him like steak bones, like a T-bone, in front of an owner who maybe owns a pit bull, and he'll just go through the bone part like a potato chip.
Yeah, there was Cleo had a little rawhide toy, and he used to crack
through it. Yeah, he's not like playing with it; he's just going through it. Yeah. So
like butter.
Yeah. So people, I mean, he looks so sweet.
So
and
now,
pretty, but you know,
for instance, with my German Shepherd. German Shepherds, they tend to, there's 2 lines. There's the American German Shepherd and then the European German Shepherd.
Right.
Is it the same way with these dogs?
No, because these dogs were almost exterminated after the Russian Revolution because we were so associated with the Tsars.
Okay.
So when they killed the Tsar, they killed his entire family.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nicholas, instead of just killing the Tsar, they killed his
the breed pretty much.
They killed his wife and all his children.
Wow.
They don't want these children coming back and reestablishing the royalty. See, so they killed off all the borzois except like maybe 100. They were trying to exterminate the breed because they were so. Before the Russian Revolution, you couldn't own a borzoi unless you were a noble.
Wow.
Or like a really close friend of the noble, or did some favor of the noble. Like I think they gave some to Rasputin because Rasputin was helping the. Tsar Nicholas's kids with the hemophilia, supposedly. So yeah, there were only about 150 of them went to Austria. There was some Austrian count that was trying to shelter them after the revolution, and then afterwards he reintroduced them back to Russia.
So, are there active breeding programs in the United States for borzois?
Yeah, we got them from a breeder. I didn't get them. My ex-girlfriend got them from a breeder. And she's such a famous breeder that I was walking him in New York. This is like a year after I got him, so I didn't really know the breeder. And some woman comes up to me who's like a borzoi fancier, and she says, hey, I know who his breeder is. I said, how would you know who his breeder is? She's like, well, his forelock and his gait and his stature and his chest, all these weird, in the dog shows they have all these conforming things.
Totally.
Right? So I was like, it's not possible, but whatever. She's like, no, write it down and ask your ex-girlfriend where she got Rhett, and I'm pretty sure it's the same person. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I called my ex-girlfriend. Lo and behold, same person. Sure. It's crazy. Well, he's farsighted, so we're going to probably laser him. He's going to be the first non-human patient in the world having laser vision correction.
That's great.
Yeah, so we put him through an autorefractor. We found out he was farsighted, and then we put contact lenses in him. And he sees well at distance because he's a sighthound, but up close he can't find things. Like if he drops a bone, it's like he can't find it. He's smelling for it. So we put in the contacts, and clearly we think that he can look at things up close better with them in. So what we're going to do is shoot 2 videos, one with the contacts, one without, and we'll put them on YouTube, but we won't tell the audience which is which. Then they can vote which video he seems to see better with. You get like 90,000 people saying video A and 10,000 video B. Clearly the one with A, hopefully the one with the contacts, he would see better. Yeah. And we're proving like a functional benefit, not just, you don't want to just laser off a prescription. You want to make sure that if you did so, he would have a functional benefit.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it sometime this year, and then he's going to be the first dog, actually the first non-human lasers for, refractive purposes, not just like an experiment. Because we did, you know, I was involved in the first FDA trial 20 years ago of the first solid state laser vision correction laser, X-ray laser, and you know they're dog studies, but that's not dogs' functionality. That's just, you know, using dogs for experiments. So in some sense, because I'm a dog lover like everybody here, we're trying to, you know, give back to the dogs so they can benefit from it.
That's great.
Yeah, it'd be cool. There are a lot of dogs out there with refractive errors. People think it's all cataracts. And he was, my previous dog was in pet therapy at St. Vincent's Hospital, and there were like 20 dogs in the program. So we tested all of them with the autorefraction, and like half of them actually had a refractive error. Like the terriers were a little bit too nearsighted, the sighthounds might be too farsighted. So I think before we used them all as pets, there was a lot of, so you know, these dogs would wash out, right? So if you got a sighthound that wasn't really that great with sight, he would just never get bred. But now, because they're all essentially pets and very few of them are used for work except for the couple police dogs, these genes are not getting bred out. So I think that's why refractive errors in the dog population that have really exploded.